In Finland, healthcare and cybersecurity may seem like worlds apart, but both are driven by the same principle: prevention through innovation. From tackling obesity with digital coaching tools at the Helsinki University Hospital to preserving the past at the Museum of Malware Art, where cyber attacks are displayed not as code but as cautionary tales. The country is leveraging technology not just to treat or defend, but to get ahead of society's biggest challenges. In Finland, a country of nearly 6 million, two very different challenges are being met with one common approach: combining trust, innovation, and technology to improve lives.
Pictures like this.
The country is facing a growing health crisis: obesity. According to the Healthy Finland survey by the Finnish Institute for Health and Welfare, around 1.2 million adults here, 27% of men and 30% of women, now live with a body mass index above the obesity threshold of 30. The numbers are even more concerning among adults between the ages of 40 to 64, where 1 in 3 lives with obesity. Among younger adults, it's 1 in 5. But at the Helsinki University Hospital, the response is anything but conventional. They're tackling the problem with a digital-first approach designed to be scalable, cost-effective, and most importantly, human.
What I think is valuable, what makes influence, is not digital, but it's digitalizing the human being. So every person, you know that you can wear something for a while and then you lose interest. So that's with all digital things. I think that's one of our challenges. But what we tried to do there is to digitalize the expensive part, which is the person, the healthcare professional. That's the costly part. But that's also the most influential part. So a human needs another human, because there will be a difficult time. These patients, imagine you saw their risk profile and their disease profile. They are also people who have a lot of stress and they need a lot of help.
So the program that they've created,
launched nearly a decade ago, Finland's Healthy Weight Coaching program blends medical science with technology to support long-term lifestyle changes. Patients first begin with a face-to-face consultation, but much of the care continues online. Secure chats with nurse coaches, digital food diaries, personalized feedback, and ongoing psychological support.
We do realize that still their individualization is a key issue, and one thing is the cost of our nurse, the coach. It still costs us, and it's still manual work. You have the report back from the patient, she writing that, okay, this and this and this now happened to me during this week, and I have these and these questions in my mind. So it's still a lot of work to go through 40 people's reports and then look at their, how are they doing, what's their weight loss, and what's their whatever is going on.
And in a digital world, trust is everything, especially when sensitive health data is involved.
the EU has a challenge right now in terms of utilizing these new tools and at the same time not making sure that we don't over-regulate. That's a really key challenge. Security is really important, and GDPR regulations, as you're aware, was Europe's step into that. There is a new AI law that's in effect, and that actually is part of how we're looking at these new tools. So there are risk assessments that we do together with the coaches as well as with the IT team, and there are ways of using those tools in the in the healthcare setting. And so following those rules and regulations is the way to do it.
The program doesn't claim to have all the answers, but it offers a glimpse of what care can look like when it is smart, digital, and deeply human. Just a scroll away from healthcare innovation, another Finnish initiative is confronting a different kind of epidemic.
And it's really nice to have you here. We are here now in Obesity in Helsinki.
This is the Museum of Malware Art. It's not your average gallery. It's a curated archive of the cyber world's darkest moments, where each exhibit is a real digital attack. From ransomware to viruses, each piece tells a story. Who launched it, what it did, and why it still matters today.
Here we have Click for Love, and it's a piece of art inspired by a love letter or I love you virus that was spanning around the year 2000. It was affecting 50 million computers in 8 days. It's only 8 days. It was it was coming from your friend on email as an attachment. Here's a love letter from me to you. And of course you wanted to click it open. And then it affected your computer and sent itself out on everybody on your address book. In this work, we have 817 mice, which is sort of representing when you receive the email and you click it. So the artists Hugo Lindell and Kasper Hildén, they wanted to sort of use the mice as a symbol for it. They've been using a 3D model to see how long the strings need to be and how to make it perfect heart shape. But it's really sort of wanting you to click it.
It is more than digital archaeology. It brings to light our increasing digital dependence and the vulnerabilities we often ignore.
We have currently 30 different MS-DOS and Windows viruses from 1987 until this year. And you can see how they have developed. In the beginning, they were like really funny pranks, mainly by the students, and they were graphically fun. Whereas nowadays, it is more money-inspired, and there's a big business behind it. And here you can have, just that you're chasing the files on your screen and trying to catch them. Whereas nowadays, you hardly see anything. It's just, something happened on your computer and you can't access it anymore. So it's really sort of showing how the business has evolved from 80s until this day. And this is actually the first virus found in Finland in 1990, and it was found by our colleagues in this company. Brain was created by Pakistani brothers, and we have made a documentary as well when Mikko Hyppönen was going after them or sort of looking for them and asking them questions. He found them in Pakistan, the brothers who are behind the brain, and asking what did they think, and they actually didn't know that it was spread in Finland as well. This is the actual disk that brought the virus to Finland.
And while the museum looks back, one Finnish company is focusing on the future, working to prevent such stories from repeating.
By nation states.
For over 3 decades, Biff Secure has been on the digital front lines, helping businesses defend against cyber threats.
Societies become fully digital, infrastructure is digital, public administration is digital, warfare is digital, defense is digital. So the more we turn to these technologies, the more our societies become digitalized, the more there is a need of making sure that these systems are secure, that are used properly, and they don't cause harm to others.
There we go. I got a Trojan. There's a little description.
Whether it's health or cybersecurity, Finland is showing how tech, when used with care and purpose, can serve the human good. The Museum of Malware Art and Biff Secure may seem worlds apart, just as obesity and cybercrime do, but they are tied by a common message. To protect the future, we must learn from the past, because in the digital age, every file has a story and every click has a consequence.
It's going on the screen there as well. A little documentary, it's online. You can find it.